Lions fans.
Yeah, yes.
Good morning,
Morning.
Anthony. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
How are you guys?
We're good, but worried that we're not going to win the division.
He's worried about it already.
I told Armin.
Already.
I told Armin the Packers are going to go on a run. The Lions are going to blow the division lead just like we did in 2013 and 2017.
Lions got a Lions.
And we're going to Lion, exactly. We have a horrible defense, and the Packers are going to run the gauntlet, and they're going to win it on a tiebreaker, 11-6.
What I appreciate about you is that you are classic fanning out for your team. You're a dedicated Lions fan. I can see that. But that classic fatalistic, we are no good. We can't, even though you're having a great year, we're no good. We're not going to be good.
Doom is always right around the corner.
Yeah,
it is.
I'll be honest with you. I never even considered a possibility that Packers could come back and contend for the division. So I still don't think it. I think you still will win the division. But
you will.
But it might be like not.
Don't worry, you will. You will.
Your daughter Autumn could not be here today. She's 12 years old. She has a condition called Angel Man syndrome, and she is a happy, loving, big-hearted girl, stronger than people think. You said, if she was in here, she loves to fiddle with stuff, so it can get a bit dangerous at times because she just loves to touch and be a part of things. Tell me about Angelman syndrome and what it's been like and what her struggle has been.
What Angelman syndrome is it's a genetic condition with the 15th chromosome. So like the chromosomes in your DNA, they're kind of made of little strands inside, and one of them doesn't sync up with the other, which causes this condition. The gene is usually on the mother's side of the DNA. There's about 500,000 people in the world who have it. As for Autumn, she's nonverbal. She has global delayed development. She has dystonia in her feet, which means like her ligaments don't work right and her feet turn inside. And if she tries to walk, she walks just on the tips of her feet, kind of like a velociraptor.
Right.
She can walk, but it's very minimal. Usually she needs a wheelchair because sometimes she just doesn't have the physical strength to get there. Cognitively, she's about 2 to 3 years old, even though she's 12 years old. But she's smart enough to tell us when she wants cookies. So that's good. She's very loving. Individuals with Angelman syndrome have a severe fascination with water.
Interesting.
So that's why swimming is like her favorite activity.
Oh, nice.
As with pretty much anybody who has Angelman syndrome. It's also known as the happy person's disease because usually
is that why it's called that?
The person
Where does the name come from?
The name Angelman comes from Harry Angelman, who was a scientist who discovered the disease. This is, I can say this, the advancements and trying to find a cure for this disease 25 years ago, it just wasn't there. People just said, you're never going to find it. We're not going to get close or anything like that. But there's been significant improvements in this area. And hopefully we can find a cure one day for a disease that affects 500,000 people in the world.
Yeah. And Mom, her wish is a camper RV trip?
Yes. So Autumn likes and enjoys being outside, very much enjoys the water. We like to do a lot of activities with her. So, yes, that was her wish.
And did you guys go on it already?
Absolutely. We parked it at Campground of America in Fond du Lac. I don't work in the summer, so her and I would be going out there about 3-4 times a week. We would take a behavioral therapist with us, and we'd go to the pool. We'd enjoy the camper. We would go there to eat lunch. Typically, we didn't really sleep there because as part of Autumn's condition, she does not sleep. So she sleeps about 3 hours a night.
Really?
And I didn't think anybody else would appreciate us being there while she was not sleeping. But we did go a lot during the week. She very much enjoyed it. We'd hit the pool. There's a little hamburger stand that we would go to. And
now she loves the water. Did she go swimming in the lake? Or is she a pool girl only?
She's more of a pool kind of girl.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to get her
she's got her standards.
Yeah, right.
I didn't want to be by poolside, maybe some of the boys might kind of look at me, those kind of things,
Oh my goodness.
And did you guys do some campfires? Did she enjoy that?
Oh yeah,
She likes campfires.
Absolutely.
One reason we chose the camper is because Autumn has a very difficult time in transportation modes, both in van, because we have a special van for her with a wheelchair ramp thing where we had to put a taxi glass partition between us and her because she likes to pull your hair in the shoulders and stuff that.
While
so she can be very aggressive while you're driving.
Right.
And then we took an airplane flight to the Angelman Syndrome Foundation conference, and Autumn was definitely the loudest person on the flight by far.
I stood the entire flight. She didn't want me to sit next to her. So
the camper was a perfect thing for us because we don't want to be the family that's just inside, and
sure,
we want her to explore the world and see people, and that limits us too as a family, just like any major families. We want to be out and about, and we have other kids too, so we don't want to deprive them of experiences. So we thought the camper was an appropriate choice, and that way our kids could come and have a campground experience or vacation experience. Maybe we can't go to other places and fly because of this, but it's something that's close by that they can take advantage. So it's more of a family package, even though it's Autumn's.
Yeah,
it still gets us out. We enjoy being out in the community a lot, and it with her not being able to travel, other ways, it just gives us more of an opportunity to be able to get ourselves out there as well.
And without Make-A-Wish, we couldn't have afforded something like that. So we're definitely more than grateful,
very grateful
to Make-A-Wish and all their partners and corporate sponsors and everything, not just for us, but for everybody that they do and for everything that they do.
Very grateful.
Yeah.
Hearing you guys talk about it, we've gone through a little bit on our end of it with my son, as far as he's had brain surgery at 1.5 years and then, brain cancer. And you guys have talked a lot about it. It's about family and the camper and the ability that you guys have had to be able to do this as a family. Talk about that, because that's the one thing I take away from Make-A-Wish so much. It's not just, the individual that is going through this. We want to include everybody because it does affect everybody.
It does affect everybody. We wanted to always be able to include our children into being a part of other things, and like I said, getting out there and still being able to do things together as a family.
I think we learned about being able to do the Make-A-Wish actually through the CEO of the Angelman Syndrome Foundation, because she did that herself, and that's how we got involved. So now we try to let other angel families know. I mean, there are some that have done it that we know of. Hey, Make-A-Wish is an option, or if anybody we know that has somebody who's disabled, to go through the process and the steps and how we did it, because, it's a great thing, but also, we try to, I guess, be advocates and say, hey, look what Make-A-Wish did and the great things that they're doing for all these kids and these families. And, a lot, there are kids, some of them might not have as much time left as others, and those wishes, need to get done. So we knew like a family like that, and we let them know, and it's just a great thing. And we're very grateful for that, and Autumn's very grateful and loves her camper, and the opportunities and lifetime experiences, whether it's Disney trips, campers, meeting a famous star athlete. John Cena has 640 appearances, which is like the most ever for any Make-A-Wish celebrity, which I think is awesome.
Great.
Autumn loves
awesome.
WWE also.
Yeah.
Just amazing things like that. And you can just see a lot of amazing people, celebrities, non-celebrities, the people behind the scenes do amazing jobs. So let's not forget about those people who help put these things together, because without those people behind the scenes doing this, sometimes maybe they don't get their shine, but they're doing the work for the families and for the kids out there.
Well, thank you to you guys, because you telling the story is half the battle. That's half the battle, to have the courage to get in front of the mics and share the stories. Not everybody can do it, and you guys doing that does a great job of telling what Make-A-Wish does. There's no better story than living it.
Yes, to personify the end result, the end of the road of all this wonderful giving and donations. So you can join the Wish Club for just $20 a month or make a one-time donation of at least $1,000 and get them splurge bucks. You can call to donate 877-272-9474 or bid on sports items at radiowishes.com. Just let it happen with your Lions. It's going to happen. They're not a bad team. They're struggling on defense. You got the kneecap biter as your head coach. You're going to be okay.
You got to enjoy the ride, too.
Enjoy the ride.
We're going to make the playoffs. I don't know about the division title.
You'll
enjoy the ride.
Fine.
I still have my 1993 NFC Central Division champion shirt with tattered holes.
I wasn't going to bring that up. But I said it might be not like 93 where you win the division, but that was the farm to sharp.
Oh, don't remind me.
All right, Anthony, good luck, buddy. Thank you. Michelle, wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
Up, Armin's Banger. We'll get a wrap on the show. Head to 5 Wide after that. You're listening to The Game.
Well, I'd shout out an order.